Welcome to a parent tutorial on partial sums addition and subtraction using decomposition. So the purpose of this video is twofold. Hopefully it'll give you a little bit of a window into what we do here in the math classroom. And secondary, if your child is struggling with homework at home, if they're having trouble explaining these strategies, you can share this video with them. Once you've learned the strategy for yourself, you can work through it with them. And of course, always please send me a note or an email if they're really struggling with independence so that I can help them out a little bit more. So the purpose of these strategies isn't really efficiency. It's giving children a bit of a closer look and a better look into what exactly is happening when we're doing these operations. A little bit more so than the old-fashioned way, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I said 45 plus 37, doing it the old way, I'd say, well, 5 plus 7, that's 12. The 1 can't fit there because it's a 10, so it goes here. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 3 more is 8, 82. Quick, fast, simple, easy. However, partial sums lays out exactly what's going on a little bit clearer than this. There are many kids who learn to do it this way, and they really have no idea why. They just know carry the 1, and it's not taught purposefully that it's because this value doesn't belong in this place. This shows it a bit more clearly. So 7 plus 5, that's 12. Instead of carrying or regrouping, I'm going to simply write 12 directly below that equal sign. This is the sum of the ones place. Next I move on to 4 and 3. Well, except that it's not 4 and 3, it's 40 and 30. And so that's kind of what we call them in this class. We don't call them 4 and 3, we call them 4 tens and 3 tens, or 40 and 30. And 40 plus 30 is 70. So that 70 goes right below the 12. And now we've set up a very simple addition problem for ourselves that doesn't really require any regrouping at all. And the answer is 82. So it's just a really good way of dividing up what's actually happening in a very clear sort of package. And the thing I really love about it is that unlike with this method, you can't really mess yourself up by starting in the tens place. It works just the same. So shifting over to subtraction, this is a bit more involved. It's a bit more complicated. There are more steps. Let's see, 45. Let's say minus 29. Usually when they use this strategy, it's for a problem that's a little bit harder. The numbers are a bit larger and a bit harder to visualize or digest or think about. But this is just for an example. So this is how I'm setting up my problem. An equal sign to the right of each of my numbers, and I've lengthened this line down here, and you'll see why. It's because I'm going to decompose these numbers with addition. So 45 I could make into 20 plus 10 plus 15. So next, I have to decide how I'm going to break down my 29. So I'm just going to do straight up expanded form. 20 plus 9. And just so that there's something underneath everything, I'm going to add a 0. 20 plus 9 plus 0 comes out the same as 20 plus 9. So now I have these columns. These are 3 separate subtraction problems put together by decomposing these two numbers. So you'll notice that these are going to have much quicker recall than this. This is much easier for them to come up with than thinking through all of this. It's very easy and approachable. So 20 minus 20, boom, 0. 10 minus 9, 1. 15 minus 0, 15. So if I combine my two differences being the answer to a subtraction problem, it gives me 16. It's really helpful for them to do this whenever we get into the hundreds and the thousands place, because it just creates basically a list of really approachable, simple subtraction problems, and it helps them to practice a little number flexibility as well by showing how they could show these numbers in a different way. And I can check my work by going backwards. If I add 16 to 29, I should be able to make a little fact family. If the sum is 45, I know I'm right. 9 plus 6, that's 15. 20 plus 10, that's 30. My sum is 45, therefore I know that I'm correct. So that is partial sums and subtraction with decomposition. I hope it's given you a bit of a window into the class, and I hope that it helps with future homework assignments. Thank you for listening, and good luck.